Welcome back to Nikki's Scrapbooking Adventures. Well, I have completely skipped scrapbooking summer. I jumped straight into fall, and I blame Hobby Lobby. I was looking at their fall supplies today, and they're 50% off, and I came across this cute little puffy sticker. You know what this puffy sticker had? A wishbone, which reminded me of a story about the wishbone that I wanted to scrapbook, but I didn't have a photo. That's right, this is no photo, no problem, making appearance again. So let's kind of dive into the collection that I'll be using. I recently picked this up. This is an older Simple Stories collection called Simple Vintage Country Harvest. Now, in my opinion, the Simple Vintage designs are getting kind of old. Each of them is just kind of a different colorway of the same types of designs. But I loved this colorway because of this teal color, added into it. So I picked it up at my local scrapbooking store for 50% off. I highly encourage you to take a look at your local scrapbook store, because what will happen is they need to move inventory, and so they need to get stuff moving, and they'll put it on sale, and you get to support a local business that way to buy new product. So I bought multiple papers, I bought the sticker sheet, and this is all individual. I never actually got the collection kit, so I don't even know that I have all of the papers. I'm pretty sure I do. I at least have duplicates of what I've got. Because, I mean, it was 50% off. I might as well support my scrapbooking store and love having this collection. So as you can see, I got the ephemera. I got title foam thickers. I got the chipboard. I got some scraps. I got the solids kit. Okay, and this is the colorway. If you're like not into this Simple Stories vintage lines and their patterns and all that stuff, look at this. This is an old school, collection, maybe from 2016, by Lori Whitlock. I love family. I did not put two together until I pulled out all of my fall collections. There's the orange, there's the teal, there's the green, there's the yellow. Like, that is this color scheme. Simple Stories added black. They've got brown here. That's really the only difference. So if you like Echo Park better, but you love this color scheme, go ahead and pick this up. Now you've noticed I've used this a lot, including these two branding strips, or whatever they're called, border strips, that I'm actually going to use on this layout today, because the colors match. Might as well. So when I was looking through this, I noticed that my little guy had a weird green to it. Well, the closest collection I got to this was this one, and I didn't want to use this collection. I really wanted to use this Simple Vintage Harvest, so I decided just to stick with this one and say, oh well, the colors don't match completely, but they're close enough. Like, look at that dark green right there and that dark green on that gourd. Not sure why that gourd is half green, half orange. But anywho, I'm not a gardener. That may be normal. So we're going to kind of flip through this. These are the solid kits. Love this. Love that they add a little bit of texture. I thought about actually cutting this out and using these journaling lines as my journaling lines, but we'll see. We'll see what I decide to do with that. Here is the sticker sheet. Well, one of the sticker sheets. These are more like, the banner stickers is what this is called. Never actually used these. I considered using a couple of them today, but they didn't quite work. And the space just wasn't big enough. What I think is really kind of cool is that this part comes out, so it's actually a picture frame. That really piqued my interest. I'm excited to get to use these eventually. I mean, what an easy embellishment. Just plop it right on there. And then I got the sticker sheet. Okay. Again, the vintage lines and simple stories all have these, all have these, all have these, just in a different colorway. And so it kind of bugs me that they haven't moved past. Kind of like, well, Echo Park has the same exact shapes for all of their die cuts and ephemera and tags. They're all the same shape. It drives me just a little bit insane. Give me more icons. Give me more icons so that I can build stuff like this on my own. Please. Now, I will say that Simple Stories, I like that their ephemera package is a straight ephemera package. 48 pieces of straight icons. Love that. Part of the reason why I'm falling harder in love with Simple Stories. Now, my preference is white. This has a little bit of cream to it, so I had to make sure that I used cream with it. And it looks like they've kind of done white plus cream. My preference is that I just don't like it. It kind of grinds my teeth just a little bit. Some people can pull it off beautifully. I am not one of those people, and that's okay. So those are the stickers. Now we can move on to the papers. Holy cow, these are so pretty. So a lot of these I did buy 2. Some of them I only bought 1. Okay. I think this is one of those papers where I only bought 1. Should have bought 2, but I think they only had 1 or something like that. I'm not a huge butterfly fan, but I love the orange. If you're looking for orange, because it doesn't come out in other seasons very often, go look at your fall papers. I mean, isn't that just pretty? But orange. Orange, 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 orange. And that's just not in other seasons very much, I don't think. Then you got this beautiful butterfly and their cut apart cards. You've got plaid. Well, I don't know what it's called. Gingham plaid, whatever. Cross stitched. And then you got your journaling cards. So I did buy 2 because this specific green is kind of lacking in other collections too. So I bought 2. If I decide at some point that I'm done playing with this collection, I can just slip this into another one for that green color. Love this. Love, love, love this. You know what I did when I walked through this the first time tonight? Ooh! Yeah. This is my background page. It is so pretty. Meh. Really, I'm not a huge fan of this side. But this, I bought 2 because I like this so much. Okay, and then you got this other. This driving me nuts too. Look at this. Look at this. I don't understand. Same pattern, same collection. Give me a different pattern. Give me a different pattern. Give me a different pattern. It's fine. Backside. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And then you got that with your cut aparts. Again, downside of getting fall collections. Give me a different pattern. I don't want to use these together. I just don't. And this, in my mind, doesn't look good together. I don't know why. I mean, it does, but it doesn't at the same time. Like, I wouldn't purposely pair these 2 together. Because this color is not in here and this color is not in there. So I would rather this go with yellow. I don't know. Brain. Beautiful. Really beautiful. I love that they actually give you journaling spots. So if you wanted to do that, you absolutely can. I have a little bit too much to say to fit in this little box here. I actually haven't typed it out yet, but I probably will have too much to say. Then you get a black polka dot. Give me a different pattern, please. Anywho, and then this gorgeous. I was going to try to use this as the background, but I really wanted this green pumpkin, and by the time I had laid my paper out, I was covering that pumpkin. So I'll have to save this for another one. Cute. Beautiful. Beautiful orange. Okay, and then you got this one too. If you love plaids, this is your collection. Very annoyed by that. And that is exactly why I struggled with this layout tonight. Because all of the patterns were similar. Couldn't use this paper with this paper because that looked weird. I could use this paper, but the background was the same. I could use that together. This is cute too. I like that. And then this one. So I bought 3 of these because of the orange. Because it's pretty. Yep, that's really pretty. That's a beautiful, beautiful orange. So, love-hate relationship with this collection. Big images are hard to scrapbook. That's just the name of the game. I wish I had gotten this pattern instead of this chunk right here, but that's just how it goes. Lots of plaid. I didn't need this much plaid. I needed more variety. It was hard to do this tonight. I was really struggling. I had to walk away for several hours and then come back and take a look at this. I also wanted to mention one more. Welcome Autumn by Cartabella. This has more of the reds, but you get the teal, the green, the black, the orange. So this one has a little bit more of a mocha latte fall feeling with food involved, while this one is straight, like Cozy Days, Happy Harvest, more pumpkin please, like fall weather-esque. So my trick tonight was trying to get this fall weather collection to work for me with a Thanksgiving story. So like I had mentioned, we started with this paper. It's just beautiful. When you stop, you're like, ooh, on one of your papers, you gotta use it, right? You have to use it. Okay. I am going to go ahead and use this sketch from Scrap a Sketch. Super simple, one photo design. Go ahead and set that right there so you can kind of take a look at my thought process. I figured, okay, that one photo is going to be where my journaling goes. So I went ahead and I cut a 4x6 vanilla piece of paper. I don't know why I decided to, but I decided to go ahead and rough up the edges with my distress tool. This is the only paper that's really roughed up. Whatever. I guess my other stuff is a little bit torn. I then went, this was one of the papers you didn't see, it's a cut apart card. That's fun. Went and cut this up because I thought, oh, this is kind of cool. It's kind of, sort of like a recipe card. It's got text on it. Perfect. I then really struggled. I got this part down. Awesome. Perfect. Beautiful. Problem is that a lot of the papers, like, oh man, this one, have this background. So I can't put a text with the same background color. And then I was running to the issue where I loved this piece of paper, but I didn't want the plaid. Well, then I'm SOL because all of my other colors that I wanted to use were plaid. Give me more patterns, please, besides plaids. So I actually landed with this one. It doesn't have anything to do with cooking and Thanksgiving, but it was the only one that was orange and not plaid. Or polka dot. The polka dot is a little too big for me, but anywho. Okay, so then I landed that kind of like right about there. So you can still see the butterflies, you can still see that. And then just like my dealio here, I'm gonna go ahead and place this down. Try to encompass the 2 butterflies. Instead of being underneath this pattern paper, I'm going to go ahead and do it on top of this pattern paper because my cluster base really needed a shelf. I got this piece right here. It's going to kind of go right on top of here so you can't see it, but you can kind of see this piece peeking out. I'm going to rotate it or shift it a little to the right, kind of like my sketch there. So I can still see some of the text here. Before I do that though, this is the piece, the 2 stickers that I used from the Family Fun I Love Family collection by Lori Whitlock. This is why I didn't want to use a plan, because the sticker I wanted to use, I didn't want to go pull out a punch, so I decided to use the sticker. This is actually 2 stickers. One says Family Fun, and the other one is this scalloped. I didn't want to use a plaid on top of a plaid. I wonder why. So I'm going to go ahead and place this right here. Now I'm not going to push it down yet because I want to get everything else in place before I go ahead and do here. I'm going to end up building this layout probably 4 times by the time I'm done tonight. So there is kind of my base, right? Now I've got a little piece right here, and that I'm actually going to use the branding strip for. So this was a branding strip off this paper. It's just the back side. Gonna go ahead and do that right there. And I'm going to sneak the other half of that branding strip right here so that pattern continues in the orange. So we're going to go ahead and start with this cluster because this is why I picked up this sticker sheet that I really wanted to use, was because of the wishbone. So in my family, my grandma used to cook dinner, a Thanksgiving dinner. Unfortunately, as she got older, she got sicker and just was not able to go ahead and cook anymore for us. So we decided to spend Thanksgiving at the country club. Well, one tradition that we always had in my family was to break apart the wishbone. However, for whatever reason, we didn't do the wishbone one year, the last year that my grandma cooked. And you know what's crazy? My grandpa still had that same wishbone from the last turkey that she cooked until he died. Yeah. She died in 2002 and he passed away in 2019. That's a 17-year-old wishbone sitting on the ledge of his kitchen. Just crazy to me. Just crazy. So that's going to be my journaling, the story of this wishbone, what the family tradition was, but also talking about the season of change. How as we grow older, it is okay to go ahead and let things go. I don't know that I shared this before, but my grandma was actually a hoarder. And I think in that one piece, my grandpa didn't want to let go. And we come into times when we just can't let go. But there's also times when it's time to let go. It was time to let that wishbone go. And I don't even know that he was saving it to remember her by. I don't know. But 17 years is a very long time to keep a dead animal's bone. I mean, it's okay to let it go. It is okay. You know, you may need those extra support systems to help you let it go. But don't keep a wishbone for 17 plus years. That's kind of a little gross. Just a little gross. So, as you can see, I'm building my clusters. I have one right here, one right there, and one right there. While I'm finishing this up, if you are enjoying this video, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. I'd love to hear if your family has a weird tendency like mine to keep dead animal bones. It's time to let it go, Grandpa. 17 years. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So that, let's do this down here. Kind of get up off the, is my layout. I'm telling you, I struggled on this. I really, really did. And I think it turned out wonderful. I have a beautiful spot to do my journaling. What's kind of fun is that I was part of a swap on the Love RTS Facebook group where we did some washi. Well, the lady who sent me this washi, I don't think she realized that I needed washi of this color. Look how fun that is. I'm trying to find my washi and I can't find it. But, bummer. I don't know where, oh, here it is. See? She just stuck it on a, I don't know, 3+4 card. That's got a little bit of sheen to it so you can take it off pretty easy. And voila, you get a little bit of washi. That's actually how I'm going to go ahead and do my washi. Is I've got a box here. I'm starting to work on it, but here you can see pretty much all of my pink washi. And I got this container from IKEA. So it saves so much room to do just this. That's what, 6 rolls? That would be like this size. I was not able to fit my washi in both drawers. So highly recommend doing that. Haven't finished, obviously, but just a cute way to be able to stick this into a collection that has the same colors. Like, I didn't adjust this at all. I saw this and I was like, oh, that is the Simple Storage Vintage Country Harvest. I just know it. Those are the colors. So thank you, friend, whoever gave this to me. Amazing way to keep it with as an embellishment. Again, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'd love to hear what crazy stories your family has about keeping stuff a little too long. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I am trying to get to 750 subscribers by the end of this year. I will have the products that I used listed below. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time.